this is happening to someone today. You shouldn't forget that the wheels of accountability, it keeps spinning. And if it spins and gets to your turn, don't say that someone is persecuting you, because we are hearing charters of national service personnel. Their 715 stipend is being deducted for capacity building. I mean, who goes to build capacity without informing the people that we want to build your capacity? And in any case, shouldn't that cost be on the government if you want to build your youthful capacity? Well, that is a story for another day. But all I am saying is that Abaya de Botechino and one de Boba Reginald, I feel no one wants to be Chairman Wontumi right now. Like, this is a man who has been convicted for 20 years already on 2 counts, and he's serving them concurrently. And today we saw him coming to court, and we thought it was the Tano Nimre forest illegal mining, which is also another pending case that is around his neck. After court proceedings, they are telling us that, well, the court has decided that he should go ahead with his appeal. And so he's headed to the Court of Appeal and all of that. But there is also another pending case, which is with the EXIM Bank, you know. Whilst all of this was happening, of course, there was a plea bargain process that was initiated. And only for us to be told by the AG that, yes, Wontumi's lawyers have made an offer, but the offer they have made is inadequate, and they reject it.
Charlie, no one would like to be Wontumi right now.
I'm telling you, bro.
I'm just thinking of all the things he used to do back in the day. How a mighty man will fall just like this. And what of his ambition to become the national chairman? Charlie,
plus
this is not just to make fun of him, but it's very sad watching it. But I'm also for the environment. If the judgment and everything was in accordance with the law, the processes were all followed well, I think then if the judgment is fair, then I'm on the side of the judgment, because the destruction of our land there, I don't think it is something that we should all condone. And if you are a well-meaning Ghanaian, if you're a well-meaning citizen, you should be happy with this judgment and be happy that finally we've gotten a judgment in favor of the environment.
Well, and not a lot of people are happy about this ruling, you know, especially the MPP party. But you see, my concern is that it shouldn't just be the case of, you know, jailing and for the fun of it and scoring political points. But these jailing and convictions should actually bring real results. And I am saying this to say that, is it a case that we'll finish prosecuting Chairman Wontumi on Samra Boy or Tano Nimre Forest for illegal activities, mining illegally, and then fast forward, we'll still see people there mining in these forests, and even the people who have been affected, which is the people of the community. What are the incentives that we are giving to these people, and what is it that they are getting in return out of this conviction? These are my concerns, you know. And you made mention about the fines.
So for me, I believe that if there were any fines, as they mentioned, the 120,000 and the 150,000, those fines and penalties should go back into reclaiming the land.
Absolutely.
Because recently we heard of a flood happening over there. The effect of Galamsey is devastating. It's for all of us. We are all going to bear those consequences. So if there were any financial penalties, as we heard, I feel even the amount was too small. But just that because it follows the law. Because the destruction of the land, 120,000 cedis, what can 120,000 do, or the 150,000? I don't think it will be able to help a lot. But still, those monies that he was fined for, we shouldn't use them for any other thing. They should go back to Samuel Boy, go and reclaim those lands, because they are still devastated as of now. And let's help to bring back the environment to where it's supposed to be, and not just look on and say, oh, he has been fined. Where is the money going to? It should go back to that land.
Absolutely. Let's focus on the EXIM Bank case. So right now we are being told that there's a plea bargain process going on, but the Attorney General's office have come out to say that what the other party, which is the Wontumi and his lawyers, are offering is inadequate, and they make the case that this man is being accused of causing financial loss to the state in excess over 30 million Ghana cedis, and what is being offered by that camp is not been disclosed, but the AG office says that is woefully inadequate.
I do not have any problem with the AG's office rejecting the plea bargain over here, but in the past, or let's say from last year when this government took office, we saw that they agreed to some plea bargains with some members of...
Which table are you shaking?
So, some high-ranking officials or members of their party, they accepted their plea bargains. So I hope this is not political vendetta.
Adam, listen, I have always been of the opinion that these convictions should generate the maximum result. All right. And now the AG is saying that we are willing to hear your plea bargain, your offer, but what you are offering is not enough. That is not to say they are rejecting the plea bargain like they offered other people when they came to power. Would that not be a fair assessment?
Yeah, so with this one, there's a lot of money in it. So what I would encourage is that they should go back to the table, they should go back to the drawing table or the negotiation table and ask for maybe more. Okay. But they shouldn't reject the plea bargain and take this matter also to court just to prosecute him and put him in prison. The money we need to recover. We said we are recovering all loot. So they should recover the amount, even if they can recover some. Me, I'm just saying that they did it for Kwabena before. They gave him a plea bargain over there. They should try and also do something.
But aren't we looking for the maximum profit we can get from this rather than just expediency and satisfying the process?
I'm just saying they shouldn't use it as political vendetta and then against because it's Wontumi there, they are just going to trash his plea bargain and say they've rejected it. They should just go back to the negotiation table and get us a better deal. And then allow the man to rest. No,
but people also say that, look, this man has destroyed the environment, he's cost many lives and families and all of that. But you see, when it comes to the plea bargain, I want to look at it from this point, because in the situation where the plea bargain fails, it means that one thing is certain to happen, that the case is going to go to court and conviction will be expected. If it is the case that the man is convicted for, say, another 5 years, and that term will run concurrently with already the 20 years that he is doing, then really it's just like the law of diminishing return. Once there's no effect, you get it. So rather, if it is the case that, well, that judgment will lead to consecutively serving his jail term, then fine, we can say that there is something here to deter others. But if it is the case that that judgment will come and join it and will be served concurrently, making it overall 20 years, then I think going for the plea bargain will be the best option.
Otherwise, we'll even be losing state resources if we go ahead to prosecute the case without accepting the plea bargain. So they should just get a better deal for us. Otherwise, we are just using state resources to prosecute him again. And then the number of years we get out of that judgment, he's going to serve it concurrently with the 20 years. So I think, as you are saying, let's just go ahead and then go with the plea bargain. Let's get a better deal from the plea bargain.
And you see, over here too, the aim is to be free thinkers, right? And I am saying this to say that, look, this is happening to someone today. You shouldn't forget that the wheels of accountability, it keeps spinning, and if it spins and gets to your turn, don't say that someone is persecuting you, because we are hearing charters of national service personnel. Their 715 stipend is being deducted for capacity building. I mean, who goes to build capacity without informing the people that we want to build your capacity? And in any case, shouldn't that cost be on the government if you want to build your youthful capacity?
Yeah.
Well, that is a story for another day. But all I am saying is that abaya de botechino and one de boba, so they should take note of that.
Yeah. Finally, I would say the president promised to go after the kingpins of Galamsey, and maybe this is one case of that. He shouldn't relax on that promise he gave to us. He should go after all the kingpins and then reclaim our lands for us. We shouldn't just look at it lightly and say we've gotten one conviction and that's all. We should go after all of them. And there are some people who have been fingered or pointed in his own government. He should look at it so that there will be equalization of the law. He shouldn't just leave it.
But if you look at the president's posture on this matter, does he not give you the sense that this is a man willing to even fight his own people when they are found guilty?
Yeah,
they are found guilty.
Yeah, it is there. We can see it in the posture, but we want to see the actions as well, because it's been more than a year when some of his members were pointed out.
Right.
There was one that they had to set up a committee to investigate, and we've not heard anything from that. Someone also from the Ashanti region, from his own party, and we've not heard any conclusions on that committee report. We've not heard anything. So I'm just saying that as they've been able to get this conviction very fast, they should look at those matters and then ensure that there is equalization of the law. Yeah. If not, people will feel that, Charlie, it is political.
It's true. People will start speculating. So to leave no room for speculations, I think the sword should cut both ways. Well, let us know what you make of this Wontumi case. This is a man serving 20 years on 2 counts. He has a case pending for Tanonimre forest mining illegally. He also has an EXIM Bank case to settle. Like, what more? How much more can one take?
Wontumi will be out very soon. Because what didn't we see? Even Nana Agrada, she was given 15 years. But Charlie, she served less than a year and she was out after appeal. So me, Charlie, this one.
You know, I would have, you know, sided with you if the cases were the same. I feel like Wontumi, just opposing Wontumi's case to Agrada's own are 2 different cases, and even one has more public interest as compared to the other. If you talk about Galamsey, you would agree with me how Ghanaians are very vested in Galamsey and the fight against Galamsey. I mean, for Agrada, it was just about duping people and all of that. But when it comes to Wontumi, there was this national consensus that our environment is being destroyed. So it would actually do the AG a lot of harm to even get a reduced sentence for this man, because then it would be an affront to the fight against Galamsey when it comes to them. And I know the opposition is even looking for a weapon like that against them. So really, I'm not too sure that he will be out anytime soon. Maybe unless his party comes to power and then gets a presidential pardon.
So if we Ghana we do, So
Charlie, you don't get him for the system inside.
Not be safe, but I know say he go come out. He will surely come out soon.
Really? Okay, then we dey here, we dey watch. You know, sauce and pepper, we are keeping our eyes wide open. If it happens, say they release them fast, we will be here to discuss that. Well, till then, be a great citizen. We are.